Good evening.
Hey, Carmen.
I'm muted. Good evening, everyone.
Hi, everyone. It's Warren. Hi,
Hi,
Carmen.
Warren.
Hey, Ron.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. A little under the weather, but hanging in.
Oh,
Oh,
So if I'm not my jovial, lovely, beautiful self tonight, excuse me. Uh,
Mia, are you facilitating the meeting?
Yes.
Well, hello, Mia.
Good evening, Warren.
Nice to hear you.
yeah, Kalista's trying to come in. All right.
Hello.
Hi, Kalista. You finally got
Al.
in. Where's our agencies?
where are DOT people? And we lost Cal, too.
I don't see, is DOT on? I don't even see DOT.
No, I don't see Diana or
Nobody.
EDC.
Yeah, they're normally on. They're supposed to update on this survey.
It's probably the mayoral debate tonight, which is why.
Oh,
Right. What time does that start?
Oh yes, that's right. Oh,
And
Just-
probably
Does
do
it start
we need
at 7
an
or
update on this reconstruction in Clove Road? Oh my God.
well, they did a survey. They supposedly did an in-person in addition to the online survey.
Oh, okay.
They did an in-person survey. They were supposed to be on site and all over Montgomery and Nostrand handing out the actual paper survey
Yeah.
for those that don't have internet. And so they were supposed to, well, with the last time I checked with them, they're supposed to provide an update as to what was the outcome of this survey. And also they want to do the workshop next week on the 9th, their community workshop. Remember, they're supposed to do 2 workshops.
Okay.
So they're supposed to talk about how they're going to do that, for the format for that workshop. It's supposed to be a virtual one, and then they wanted to do an on-site one as well, which I don't know. They didn't give a date for that, but the virtual is supposed to be on the 9th.
When are we going to do our walk?
Huh?
When are we going to do our walk?
Well, I don't know. You were talking about Memorial Day weekend. That was a rain out. Nobody was walking anywhere.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So we got.
And on top of that, from what I understand, Debbie, the chair of economic development, they are planning a walk. So I said, well, there's no sense in you guys doing a walk and us doing a walk. So we were supposed to come together on a date for the both committees to go out and do that walk.
Well, does that make sense? Because wouldn't we be looking at different things?
Well, they discussed it at the economic development, and according to Debbie, you know, some of the businesses had concerns.
Is this for Lincoln Road or like other,
I don't even know who's part of her committee. I don't know who attends those meetings in terms of where the businesses, the members or the ones that attend, where their businesses are located.
I think there would be some overlap, but if we're time
Right,
limited, then we're not gonna get to what we want and they're not gonna get to what they want.
because from what I remember from the previous committee, the president of, I think, what is the Empire Flatbush Merchant Association, something like that, she was attending those meetings. I don't know who's attending those meetings now. But you know, she did discuss, because I told him, I said, well, you all need to discuss the open streets. And you know, when we had the general meeting, she was saying that the people had issues with first, I think it was cost,
cost, but it shouldn't cost anything.
responsibility. Well, there's some cost, because even when he did presentation, they were talking about some money, because I know that the Citizen Commission for New York, they were offering grants for open street. I think it's like $10,000 for open street to our groups. And then there was about security and volunteers being attacked when they set up the furniture, and who's going to set them up, who's going to take them down, who's going to be responsible for this, and who's going to be responsible for that. And then our illustrious community leader wanted to know, how can we decide on closing the street without getting the residents, forget the businesses, the residents have to have a say, because they're being affected, because the buses got to be rerouted, and you can't just reroute buses without the residents having a say so. And
I think by the time we do all that, it wouldn't be, I mean, we'll be in 2023. I think as long as we get the businesses on board, which is going to directly impact them in a positive way, the residents will be on board, because it's going to be more open space for them. Especially like, look at Vanderbilt. That open street is so popular. Same with 34th
Yeah.
Street in Queens. I think just like it'll just be too much. I understand the community outreach, but a lot of people are already aware of what an open street is, and we're not calling for it to be closed all the time. We're just calling for it to be closed on the weekend.
right,
And only like 6
and I
businesses
explained
on-
that. I said this is a weekend thing, Saturday and Sunday, and that DOT had also indicated that Flatbush Avenue, because you know that was an issue she raised. Although I think it was Warren that brought up the fact that Vanderbilt Avenue is closed off. So you know, it's well, even regardless of the walk, regardless of whatever, it's not going to be 100% anybody buying into it. In particular, you know, when you have somebody who's always racing hell about one thing or the other.
I'm gonna go ahead and reach out to the owners of the businesses on Lincoln. It's only about 6 to 8 businesses to contact. I think it will be super easy. If anybody wants to join me, we can set something up where we go on an evening, on a weekday or a weekend. We talk with the business owners, tell them what's involved. If they want to, you know, have some volunteers come and set it up on the weekend, and then we just fill out the application on the DOT website. We can get that done in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, you know, there was, I think there was a lady that was on that said that she had submitted an application. I don't remember who she was. You remember who she was, Warren? There was a young woman that said that she had actually submitted an application herself.
For Lincoln?
where for open street, she was at the general meeting. Because she was saying that everybody, because when Alicia was talking about the community board can't do this, she said, actually, the community board don't even have to apply. She said, I
Right.
applied.
Yep.
It's open, anybody can apply. It's not even about the community board applying. But I don't know if Dante is coming on because according to Debbie, the district manager was supposed to be organizing this walk. And I said, well, if there's gonna be a walk, both committee can come together and split up.
I mean, I think we have our own issues to look at. Like we were, besides the open street, we were also going to look at, like, examine a few intersections, look at a few problem areas that could use more, improvements.
Right.
Hey,
All
this
right.
is
Well, I
Warren.
see Diana is in.
I have a couple of comments.
Mhm.
Good evening, Carmen. Yes, I
Good
mean,
evening, dear. How are you?
I'm well, and yourself?
Good, good.
Why don't we wait till they make their presentations and I have some comments to make.
Okay.
And Mr. Jesus, I am with you to go visit the merchants.
The who?
The merchants.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it has to be scheduled. The last time what we did, we had Khalid create a Google Doc with some dates and everybody signed up. I don't even know whatever came of that because I think only 2 people even signed up.
Right. Well, when we left this the last time, I think Stanley was going to speak to some of the merchants. I don't know if that happened or not. But the one thing I will tell you is that Smorgasbord is opening on June 15th. And the amount of traffic going through there is 10,000 people a day. So let's speak to the merchants. I'm happy to participate and, move
Well,
forward.
before the meeting ends, maybe we can just come up with a date because whenever we leave
Perfect.
something pending somehow.
Why don't we do a doodle poll, and then we can, have several dates to choose from, because everyone has.
Yeah, that's what Khalid had done before. And I remember looking at it and it was like 2 people, I think, that have responded. But
I think
anyway,
this would be a
last year.
major economic boost to the merchants on Lincoln,
Yeah.
as well as a great thing for the
All right.
visitors.
Well,
to
we
our
can
neighborhood.
move that topic to committee
why-
discussion because Diana. Hi, Diana. Are you by yourself? Oh, she
I lost you guys for a second. Yes, unfortunately, the coordinator could not make it today, but I just wanted to give you a brief update on Clove Road. And also listen to any and to update you on that speed hump request that that I updated Mia on. So the speed hump, sorry, it's just like my computer won't let me go into the inbox while being on Zoom, which is very ridiculous, but it is on the list. And I did ask for it to be prioritized.
Which one is this?
the one on Union Street.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then, give me a second here. And the Cove Road. Let's see here. I'm gonna reiterate that the workshop will be June 9th from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. and that people can stop by the corner of Montgomery and Clove anytime during that time frame to share their ideas for the project.
So June 9th is gonna be in person?
It can be yeah, it's in person unless you want to also host like a Zoom workshop as well.
So June 9th, DOT is gonna be on site from 7 to 9?
Yeah.
Hi,
Okay.
Diana. It's Mia from the CB office. Do you have a flyer that we can post on our website or a bulletin?
You know what? They haven't provided me one, but I'll definitely ask.
Please and thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
So I know, so what was the outcome of the survey?
I'm not, Jessica usually has those details. I'm not sure. I can't speak to that. I know the last I spoke with them, we had like about 55 responses, but I haven't been updated if there were more.
Well, I
And
think
I can s-
55 was from the online, but I thought there was an in-person, there was an
In-
on-site survey distribution or something the last time.
Yeah, but again, I haven't been provided those numbers, but I'll definitely ask tonight too, what the total numbers were and what the difference was between the online and the paper feedback.
All right. So,
Yeah.
the engineer for the Ocean Avenue project, he's
Was
not
on
coming.
No, unfortunately, I was told that he couldn't make it today, but I will schedule you as we could do another transportation meeting this month, and I apologize for that. Just let me know when you're available and I'll work with them.
Hey,
Okay, so Stanley, you want to do your presentation with your concerns? And maybe Diana can just share.
Well, no, because I mean, I could do it, but I would just have to do it again because it's really for the people who are working on the design.
Diane, is there a
Understood.
design that's all, like, you know how they already have like a PDF of the plan? Is there a plan that we can look at in the meantime?
Let's see, I can send that over, but again, I can't reach my inbox unless I'm out of the Zoom call. Again, apologies for that technical difficulty. But yeah, I can definitely ask and send it over. Is that all right?
Sure, and then we can read it and have any questions. For
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Thanks.
All right, so now that's the issue is that this is actually our last meeting
Oh, okay.
until September.
Well, let's have another.
So
Excuse
we
me.
will have to have like a special meeting. I mean, it's up to you guys.
I'm
And
fine
whether-
with that. I'm also happy to just show my concerns to the DOT people outside of a meeting if we can't get a meeting together. I just want to make sure that they're considering some of the things that I think they might have missed.
We could do, again, this is up to Carmen and Community Board 9. We can do a separate meeting with you, Stanley, and the project manager, and just hear your thoughts too, if that's all right with.
Whatever the committee, whatever our committee wants. If we all want to do it, that would be great. If no one else can do it, I'm happy to do it.
Excuse me, Stanley,
Yeah,
considering that this is our last meeting and we don't want to spin our wheels, could you let us know what your presentation is?
Oh.
Just for.
Sure,
just
it's
for
no secret.
insight and
It's-
learning.
it's things I've talked about before. It's about crossing Ocean Avenue and cars parking in the crosswalks and the need for loading zones and the lack of enforcement for the rules that DOT went through so much trouble to put up on signs that nobody pays attention to. It's things like signage that you can't see to cross the street because the truck is blocking it. Even if it's not blocking the crosswalk, it's blocking the signage. I had asked for that to be just raised up a few feet several years ago, and DOT said, no, we can't even do that. So it's those kinds of things, you know, where the bike lane is going to be great. I'm very happy about it. It's going to increase people crossing each other and going into the park. And I'm hoping to make it more safe.
Good suggestions. I appreciate that. Do you have any information on using leaking between Flatbush and Ocean Avenue as a closed street?
Sorry, are you asking me a question?
Yes,
Or-
I'm asking you whether, because the last time I believe you were at the meeting, you were going to check out some of the merchants. Any information?
No, that wasn't me. Sorry.
Okay, then I apologize.
I wish it was.
Okay, so No, that's all because the major thing right now is what's timely.
Right.
And in terms of what you're talking about as a biker, I totally agree with.
Well, also, I didn't even mention the intersection at Lincoln is incredibly dangerous for everyone. And as you say, with Smorgasburg coming, it's going to be madness there again, especially this year. So,
I appreciate those
That's another
comments.
piece.
Thank you.
Okay, so Diana,
Yes.
so would it be helpful if Stanley shares all of those concerns so that the engineer, if we do have a meeting, can be basically prepared with responses?
Absolutely, absolutely.
those
And they can review.
concerns?
And if
What,
Stanley has a couple of questions, I can do the best and get the answers for them, and we can all go through it together.
is that good, Stanley?
sure, and I'll just report back to everyone.
Okay. Thank you
Okay.
everyone for your patience with that. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I mean, it might be too much with the workshop,
Yeah, that's
and
fine.
everything, and I'm gonna be gone for 2 weeks. From the 14th, that week of the 14th, and the following week I'm out. So I'm not even back until like the very end of June.
Okay.
My question though for Clove Road, I know I said it's gonna be in person. I'll be there, but would you like something virtual?
I can do it however you like. We can
Okay.
do a FaceTime or Zoom. That's fine.
Okay, okay.
Do you know how to reach me?
I don't believe I have your email.
It's greenbergphoto@gmail.
Greenbergphoto@gmail?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll write down yours just in case.
And if you could copy the community board on that, we'd appreciate it.
Of course.
Thank you.
All right. So it looks like we're gonna have a real short meeting, and everybody can get to the
To debate.
to listen to the 20 candidates.
Well, now it's kind of like every time some new scandal comes out, we're getting we're getting more and more candidates that are tanking in the polls. We'll see.
Well, now we know we're gonna have the workshop June 9th, 7 to 9. Well, how is that? I hope the weather is good. I mean, how is that gonna work? You guys gonna have like a table set out there for those hours?
Correct.
Huh?
Correct. We'll be
Oh.
outside, yeah. Unless something else changes, which in the state of COVID, there's many things that change daily. We will be outside with table and pen and paper.
All right.
Yeah.
So I guess if the board gets some kind of flyer, if there's some flyer, we can e-blast it, distribute it. Get the residents from Malbone to come out. I see Mr. Newboard is here. Mr. Newboard, is there anything you want to bring up?
Hi, sorry, I just, at first you said 4 to 7 and then later 7 to 9. So is it 4 to 7, 7 to 9? I was a bit confused.
No, it's 4 to 9. I mean, sorry, 4 to 7, 4 to 7.
4 to
Oh, it's
7.
4 to 7?
Yeah, 4 to
Yeah,
7.
because Carmen kept saying 7 to 9, so.
No,
I
no,
was-
no, 4 to 7, 4 to 7.
Okay,
See,
thank you.
good thing you spoke up, because that's what I wrote down.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I have to be home by 8, so 4 to 7.
Okay.
All right, so correction, 4 to 7
Yes.
on the 9th. Okay. See, thank you, Mr. Newboard, for clearing that up, because I would have been there at 7 o'clock and everybody be gone. All right, Kalista, you have your hands up?
No.
Oh, okay, I see a hand over there, I don't know why. Oh, Paco?
Yeah, hello, everyone. Sorry, I've been, COVID has kept me away from CB meetings for a while, but I wanted to rejoin the mix when I can. I was curious if there had ever been an update about the Brooklyn Avenue traffic calming that we had talked about, I think it was a year, maybe a year and a half ago. I know we had asked, I think I presented some things about the Wingate Playground and the crossings are a little difficult there
Right.
and some speeding.
Right.
And I don't remember if DOT was there during that meeting or if after we discussed it as a group, did you just send
Yeah,
a note to them? I'm just
yeah,
curious if they're
it
there for any
wasn't
studies.
Diana. At that time was Emily. So I'm glad you bringing it up. So we have to share that information with Diana because it was Emily that was the liaison at that time when we have put to, remember that we went over all of the outstanding issues and that location, I believe they were talking about a study and stuff like that. So Diana,
Right.
I have to forward all of that, the
Okay.
emails between us and the Borough Commission and everything, and maybe even if we don't meet, we can just do kind of like email exchange on the status.
Okay, sure, please.
All right, and I
send that
think they
over.
even gave it a DOT case number. I think there's even a DOT case number assigned to it.
All right.
Yeah, I had checked on the service on the DOT website with the map where you can check. It looks like there were a few different case numbers assigned. Probably other people made some
Right.
concerns there as well. So I don't know if it was all lumped together or not, but
Right. No, there are several case number and some of them are actually closed. Some of them involve other things, lights and everything else. So there are several case number for that whole area, but it's dealing with different issues. But there is a case number for the situation that you brought up. And there's actually an email from Commissioner Bray about it, how they were going to the study that was going to be done and things of that nature. So I'm going to look for those emails, share them with Diana, and then we'll communicate back and forth on the status. And welcome back. We missed you. We were like, what happened to Michael? I hope
Thank
you
you.
well, and your family and everybody.
Yeah, no, everyone's well. Life obviously got busy, and I'm sure for everyone. So
Yeah. Well, good to
Callista
see
and
you.
Stanley kept me updated a bit, but whenever I can join in, I will again.
Good. Well, good.
Paco-
Welcome back. Good to see you.
Paco,
All
did
right.
you have a question about the little islands on Flatbush and Lincoln also? Did we ever find out what was going on with them? Was that one of our other questions for DOT?
Well, I think we discussed it at the last one. I don't know if Diana got to look at it because you were saying that there was some project that was supposed to be taking place there. Oh, there's something going on there. I'm trying to remember what you said.
Flatlands?
The question was about, there's a couple little pedestrian islands, or maybe just one, at Flatbush and Lincoln, right where Washington starts. And Seth, who was at the last meeting, talked about how he had worked for years to get some things planted there. And then all of a sudden they were gone and there was a big plastic grating. I think it was a Con Ed grating. So we all didn't understand what was going on there. And I thought maybe someone at DOT was going to try to find out for us. I don't remember that well.
Let me just check my notes.
Yeah, I remember you did bring it up at the last meeting.
I'll have to follow up again internally. I
Sure.
did mention it to it and within my colleagues, but I never received a response. So let me just follow back up with that request, okay?
Okay, great.
Okay, that's our Lincoln and Flatbush.
In Flatbush, yep.
That too, on the coming down Lincoln, you talk about the one on the left-hand side?
It's on the south side of Lincoln and the east side of Flatbush.
Okay.
I know on the right side, if you're coming down Lincoln, just at the tip of the gas station, I saw a contractor surveying that area. That's just like a painted pedestrian island right now. But I was talking to the man, this was the very beginning of May. He said later in the month, they were supposed to start construction. Obviously they didn't, but they were supposed to extend the sidewalk there as well. I think just pour the concrete of what is kind of the painted line right now.
That wasn't that funded like 3 years ago?
That was funded in 2015 or 2016. It was
Okay.
Eric Adams' first
So-
term for a president project, and it's
If I
still not
guessed
been
it
done.
3, I knew it
Yeah,
would be
and
6.
it's, so there is a project, correct, going on. It's a Flatbush Avenue and Lincoln to Ocean Avenue. And then another DOT project from Lefford to Flatbush to Washington. And Paco's right, it started 2015. I have notes here from 2018. It was scheduled to end 2019, but again, or 2020, but you know, we all know what has transpired, but I'm not sure if the pedestrian island that you're referring to is related to that project. So I want to say yes, but I'll definitely confirm.
Okay,
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Because I think at that time, that's when they changed it. Remember, you used to be able to come down Lincoln and make the turn by the grocery store, by the gas station. And then they changed the traffic pattern and put those sticks so that you were no longer able to turn there, which at that time was kind of crazy because traffic was coming up Lincoln and down Lincoln and turn left and turn right. Okay, so we'll get a briefing on that as well.
Yeah, it looks like the area has a lot of projects going on in 2018. I'm not sure if the same projects are going on around that location, but yeah, there's definitely a DOT project within that corridor.
Okay, great. Thank you. Any other questions?
Carmen, I have a statement.
Okay.
I just want to thank you and all the committee members to what I consider the best committee on TV9, and as well as the DOT participants. So I just really want to thank you because this meeting symbolizes what our board is about. So I want to thank you. I want to thank all the people who participate, and let's keep this going for next year. So thank you.
Well, thank you, Warren.
You're welcome.
It's not just me, it's the committee members. Because when I slip up and forget, they jolt me back.
Well, that's true because I'm pretty old and I slip up and forget all the time. So thank God for the committee members.
Yeah. Yes, thank you. Thanks, everybody.
You're welcome.
So, I mean, if we don't have any more questions for Diana, we can let her go and enjoy her family time. And then we can have our discussion as to how we're going to proceed with this walk. Okay.
I just want to say thank you to Diana. Diana, you were terrific.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
No, I mean that. And you provide all the information. You were here every month. And that's what we exactly need to hear. And speaking for the board and hopefully for the residents, your transparency is just terrific. So thank you.
I appreciate that. I'll keep being on good behavior.
And Diana, this is being recorded, so you can use it.
So my action items are to confirm the pedestrian island and to await Stanley's email. Please copy Community 9. We all want to be on the same page, and I'll work with the project manager and get you the answers or as much as information that they can provide. And the third is I'll await the committee's answer on whether or not you'd like a presentation, or we could wait until September. I'll wait on all y'all to respond.
Okay, and the flyer for the on-site workshop.
Yes, thank you. Yep. Wrote that one down too.
Okay.
Is there a rule that we can't meet in the summer if we want to?
I don't believe that there's a rule, but if we do have a meeting, we have to basically plan it with the board and schedule it at everyone's convenience.
Right, which is not as hard with Zoom. So
Mm-hmm.
if we had a reason to, we could do it.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Felice had a question. I think I saw her hand up.
Hmm?
Felice? I'm sorry. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing your name.
Oh, she's saying, Felice, you have a question?
I saw her hand up.
I think it's frozen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the chat is not working either.
I think Felice is watching the debate. Are you watching the debate? She's
All right,
frowning, so she
Frozen.
must not be pleased whatever it said.
All right, everyone, have a good evening. Thank you
Thank-
for
Right,
the
thank you.
It's
ingredients
Warren. Can I say
and
one more
will-
thing?
Yes.
Go ahead,
I
Warren.
just want to thank Mia for her excellent facilitating these meetings, and we certainly appreciate it. So thank
Oh,
you.
Mia
you, Mia.
is Community Board 9.
Well, I didn't want to say that, but
I'll
because
say
Thanks,
it on the
guys.
record.
it takes
Mia
away
is
from our
Community Board
elected
9.
officials, but Mia is Community Board 9. So
Yep.
thank you.
We truly appreciate Mia.
Yeah.
All right, so having dispensed with business, I guess we can just see if we can come up with a consensus on this walk. Are we going to do the Google Doc, or are there dates that we just want to throw out? And
I propose that, like, I could come up with a doodle poll or, and send it out to you to send to everyone, like, of some dates, or if people have dates now, works. Let's have some options.
Yeah, this is Warren. I have a different opinion. I agree with your first suggestion. Our community is really hurting. There's a lot of closed stores and everything else. And, my opinion is that if we have this many people coming through the neighborhood, I'm sure the merchants would welcome that, and they do have a cost, but that's their decision. The other part is Stanley has brought up in the past, the people and the merchants on Flatbush Avenue can set up pop-up shops. So, my recommendation is to certainly pursue this. If it's a no, it's a no. But I think we need to go around to each merchant and describe it, because, as a small businessman that I am, I'm interested in revenue, and it's a difficult time. Thank you.
thank you, Warren. So I don't know. Like I said, let me check my calendar. Which, I mean, I won't stop any show. You all can proceed, but in terms of, I'm good. Like the entire week of, I'll be back on the entire week of the 27th of June.
Okay. So I can create a doodle poll that includes all the dates of that week, and
Mhm.
and vote, and on days and times. I'm assuming that, like, on the weekdays you guys would prefer evening times, but the weekends we can vote on morning, afternoon, or evening times, right, guys?
Correct.
Okay,
Mhm.
let's do it. I'll
Okay.
send it out to you. I should have it to you, but no later than Friday, and then we can vote.
Okay.
And let's say maybe
Thanks, Cal.
everyone votes by Wednesday, the 9th, so then we can put it
Sure.
on the calendar and send out an invite.
Right. Okay.
Good. And in terms of the time frame of the community board, I can make a suggestion to consider this after we're finished in session. So let's move on. And Celeste, thank you so much for all your leadership.
Okay. Sounds like a game plan. So we'll wait the Google and everybody, whatever consensus we come up with, and the weather should be really good then. So
Definitely. And maybe we can even support one of these small businesses afterward. There's
Yeah.
Hoppy Stopel, the beer garden. There's the biscuits and beer that has, they're one of the only Black breweries in Brooklyn. We can, support one of them even though we're doing Lincoln Road, we can, walk over there and maybe have some drinks or something afterward.
Yeah, but maybe they want to have a pop-up.
okay.
Bring a keg over and pour some beer,
All right. So if that's what we're going to go, that's what we're going to go. That's what we agreed upon. Okay. So if there's nothing else, I'm not gonna hold you hostage any longer. Go enjoy, listen to the candidates. I see Scott String is going off about something.
Thank you.
So enjoy the debate.
All right, everybody.
All
Have
right.
a good night, a
Good night,
good
everyone.
summer.
Good night, everybody. Thank you so
See
much.
everyone.
And
Thank you.
thank you, Carmen.
Again.
Thank